Dogpatch.
Ow.
So, we're talking about the steady decline of O'Shea Jackson, a.k.a. Ice Cube.
Yeah, it's kind of like, where do you stop paying attention?
But we were discussing the finer points of the catalog before we addressed his recent missteps. We were looking at the Predator.
Mm-hmm.
There's a DOS Effects joint in there. He's cashing in on all the cliches of the 92 era. It's lynch mobbed out.
Fully. Jinx.
Well, it's not even that much Jinx. I think it's like some other...
Just like we need some other guys rapping like it's a Gangstar record.
We were talking about story raps and how you don't really get narrative story raps. On the Run by Cool G Rap from Live and Let Die, which was the reverse America's Most Wanted. Whereas if America's Most Wanted was produced by the Bomb Squad, Two Coasts meeting, flip that, and you got Cool G with Sir Jinx production. So you have West Coast production. Super slept on, one of the most cinematic, enthralling Luciano sagas in rap.
Post-Luciano.
This was pre-Luciano G-Rap. It got way more Gambino'd out. Like, we had this conversation on here before. 4, 5, 6, every other word is Gambino.
You can tell when a rapper saw The Godfather.
Manja.
Beyond that. Now you're into, like, Donnie Brasco. You know what I'm saying? They're like, of course. And they didn't really want to go the Scarface route because that's a whole nother genre of rap of dudes just went straight Scarface. Like, think about the Deaf American Ghetto Boys record. I think there's a Scarface sample on every single song.
Right. Skits are just like 25 minutes of Scarface.
You know what a pelican is, Frank? Ones that don't even make any sense to like what they're talking about.
Come on, pelican.
So, Ice Cube, and you were just saying that you were more of a Ren guy than an Ice Cube guy.
As far as rappers out of NWA, yeah, give me Ren.
Yeah. One of the funniest things I'll never forget about Ice Cube is for the Bop Gun video. He says, 1993. But in the video, it was made in 94. So he says 1993 and puts out 4 fingers. And I'm always like, this guy could be a good comedic actor.
I saw Ice Cube with WC in the Mad Circle and Dell pre-record in 90 at a mosque in Miami. Have I told this story?
I've never heard this story.
At this time, Ice Cube's like one bit of stage property was this giant skull that smoke came out of its like eyes and mouth. It might even be in this Predator era because there's a skull smoking on the front of that bullshit. Anyway, Del performs. We didn't know who he was. It was good. WC kind of hidden. Coolio came out of there. So Cube gets ready to come on. Big build up. Like lights go down. The skull lights up red or whatever. And all this smoke starts emitting from it. Well, this mosque holds like 700 people. There's no windows. It's pretty close. Within a matter of moments, the entire place is filled with smoke to the point where you can't see like in front of your face. So this is a total E2 type situation where shit could go south really quickly. The DJ's there hyping, but he can't see the crowd because there's so much smoke. So like, y'all ready for motherfucking Ice Cube? And by that time, everybody's left the venue. Literally, the entire crowd has left the venue, gone outside because people were coughing and choking and shit. So they went out there. The smoke dissipated eventually, and then they restarted the show with the same hype up, but with no smoke. Completely insane.
There's nothing wrong.
I remember I got my feelings hurt really bad because the only other like white dude at that show was probably some radio guy or whatever, and he had on a Doo-Doo Man t-shirt, Prince Paul's record company. I was like, whoa, that's my Grail rap swag item. Do you have a Grail rap swag item that you know about? Alcoholics Hangover Kit.
Is that real?
Yes. 3 times dope knee pads.
Is the Hey Ladies Beastie Boys cowbell the most sought after piece of rap swag?
This is news to me. This exists?
Yeah. I actually thought you had one.
No.
As I said that.
I've never owned any cowbell in my life. Not a single cowbell.
I mean, honestly, I was watching this really hood music video by a Greensboro rap group, and there was this little conglomerate label called Overnighters, and he had a like a varsity jacket with Overnighters embroidered on the back, and I was like, oh, God, that's rough and tough.
That got me to thinking, you know, they don't make swag for
What's that?
type beats.
They really don't. Your favorite SoundCloud rapper producer with no physical media certainly does not have a cowbell or a change purse.
Or it's the only physical product they ever made was just a piece of swag. Like, visit me on SoundCloud, but here's my like see-through visor with my logo on it.
Sodded.
So for those over the age of 22, do you want to explain to the listeners what the concept of type beat is?
Type beat is a phrase that came into the rap lexicon because you have young producers at home using
Hot dogs.
Fruity Loops, Mario Paint, ColecoVision, whatever it is.
Electronic Battleship.
Whatever they have, whatever little electronic gadget they have at home that they can use to make beats on, they would say, I'm going to make a beat. And in case a rapper wants to find it, say a rapper really wants to emulate, Drake. Well, I'm going to make a Drake type beat. So therefore, it'll make it easily searchable on websites.
Essentially, it's a kind of tag or promotional tool that's used solely on the internet to attract clicks. So you're like NBA Youngboy type beat, whatever Gunna type beat, what a kind of modern R&B or rap is hitting. Somebody will make a piece of music that emulates the sound of that.
Mike Will type beat, Drummer Boy type beat.
This is a while, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, when it was really easy to rip YouTube clips to MP3. They had those converters now that would die every week, but you could just sit there and just rip all the audio you wanted off of YouTube. I spent some time and I went down the type beat hole and just listened to, thousands of these things.
I think you estimated that it was for every one thing that you downloaded, you listened to 100.
I think that would be about the rate. So today we're going to play a selection of some of the better stuff I found in this probably 2 months I participated. I was like, you know what? This is pre-pando too. It's kind of like, this is definitely pandemic activities.
You ain't got no life.
3 weeks later, you have a CD of the stuff we're about to listen to, and it was the present and the future all on one disc, and it was just from this really simple fishing technique that you came up with.
So let's get into it. We'll listen to the first track to Set a Control. really well produced, that.
Yeah, and it's for me, it's infinitely listenable.
Because they're instrumental, that's the other thing about a tight beat thing is there's never a vocal on it because they're trying to shop the track itself, so they're going to leave room. That one didn't really have any tags on it. There's some pretty egregious tags we'll be hearing in this hour where like literally like dial 1-800 for your beats. Somebody should make a compilation of just stupid tags. That would be pretty fucking awesome.
1001 tags you can't live without.
I saw some scratch tool type record that had like 7,000
stabs.
Yeah, but it was just cursing from Black Comedy Records. It was some high concept shit, but it was from like Pickles Fader Scratcher era shit.
You Need New Breaks records.
And I was like, I'll buy this shit. That is far out.
Yeah.
There was one copy and it was like no cover, poor, multiple stickers, like some dude that had just like, it's like those scratch records, scratch tool records, mint or sealed. Because they were made to be destroyed. So
yeah.
Future yield. That's a market watch shit right there.
When I listen to this, there's something really endearing to think about the 19-year-old. He could be some Danish kid. He'd be some guy in East Atlanta making something and trying to find a community or somebody who will pay $50 for his beat to rap on a mixtape. It's such an interesting sort of message in a bottle tactic for creating potential musical collaborations.
And if music is thought of as the universal language, this is a very particular dialect of the universal language that the whole globe is speaking. Has that ever happened before where the entire planet is actively making a very particular kind of music?
I was watching this it was Shoresy. This is a Canadian sitcom. And I heard something and I was like, what Memphis rap song is this? And I looked it up and it was some Canadian kid in his 20s who made music inspired by Memphis rap.
Pressure World type beat?
Yeah, that's where we're at.
Go it down.
I think the most interesting thing about this episode is I think we're listening to music that was not intended to be listened to.
When they put this out there, who are they fishing for? Is there some exec at LaFace that's just going through 7,000 type beats every single day trying to find a beat to pair with an act that they have on their roster? I mean, fuck. Give me the job. I'll take the job. All I have to do is sort through shitty digital files on YouTube all day.
I already have a 3 CD head start against whoever the next guy you're going to hire is.
At that point, I should go and try to get licensing for those and just shop. I'll be the arbiter of the type beat, rather. I'm a freelance guy.
Well, let's listen to some more.
Art of noise type beat.
Very art of noise type beat, which brings me to this point. Rap, whether it be because of the profanity or because of the mumbling, has a very thin space sort of in the marketplace. Whereas if you take the metered rhyme out, it becomes a car commercial. It becomes a perfume commercial.
A bed.
It becomes sports highlights. Like, there's so much sports trap.
All the bumpers.
All the bumpers have 16ths on the hi-hats.
There's sprinklers going off for every NBA bumper that you see.
It's funny, we can't really introduce any of these tracks or really say anything about them because we don't know who produced them.
I didn't.
We don't know what they're called.
I did not keep any notes of this. Plus, the avatars and the text. The text is just a bunch of like emoticons that I've never even seen before. The imagery is usually like a fake pastoral album cover or anime. It's generic to the point of having its own aesthetic. Almost like a vaporwave kind of vibe where the kind of genericness of it becomes what it is. Most of the time, it's just like an anime picture of a car.
When you made this CD, it was like you made Chains and Black Exhaust or Personal Space. Like, people were riding to this CD.
I didn't copy this disc for anybody but you.
I sold like 500 copies of this at Cook's Flea Market in Winston-Salem. So I guess now's the time to have that conversation.
I was wondering what all these 336 numbers were coming up on my phone. So is it like the new Beach? I could just go down there and like gig year round on my Type Beat platform.
I put your pager number on there. I didn't think you'd mind.
Another interesting facet of some of this shit is that circa 2008, 2010, shit started to get really like shoegazy with the beats, like real shoegazy. Like, this shit sounds like Flying Saucer Attack from 93. It's just got a little bass on it.
I think basically rap dudes started taking pills.
It's tethered directly to the drugs that they're taking. They also started to take a lot more psychedelics in the 21st century, historically. Beat guys, that is.
Yeah.
So when this stuff starts to get a little bit spaced out, like it could have come out on Cranky if it didn't have any bass on it. Very interesting. So we'll listen to a few examples of that vibe. that all of these are purely digital. In fact, this might be the first episode of Dogpatch where nothing exists as a physical at all. Even when we did last 10 years, a few of those things you could get on vinyl.
Yeah.
This, there's not a chance in hell unless we do it.
I might go as far as to say there are no real instruments sampled.
The interesting thing is when there is a sample on some of this stuff, which often there is, it's like Beach House or Animal Collective or something from the past 5 years. It's always some like, what? Definitely not Substitution or Funky Drummer.
And there's some molecule, there's some strand of DNA that was passed down from Tangerine Dream to some 19-year-old black kid in the Midwest.
It's like that famous Kraftwerk story when Kraftwerk toured the U.S. for the first time and they played in Detroit and the entire crowd front to back was just black folks and they were like, what?
There's nothing wrong.
I'm guessing one of those bootleg copies of the CD that I made and sold at Cook's Flea Market in Winston-Salem reached the right hands because you actually performed a set of this at Nowadays in Ridgewood, Queens on WFMU weekend. And what was really special is you mixed these tunes that were playing in with Steve Hyatt. And then I remember you had the room's complete attention and then you played Computer Love slowed down like 12,000%. And I just hear Dave Tompkins laugh from across the room.
That time-stretched Kraftwerk is incredible.
Time-stretched Kraftwerk is tight beat. I mean,
they don't know it.
Neither party knows.
Neither party knows at this point. Kraftwerk meet type beat. Type beat also kind of extends into kind of R&B type. I remember one of the more common R&B type beats would be Jenny Aiko type beat. I didn't know who she was until I started this pursuit. I was like, who is Jenny Aiko? And I was like, oh, she's actually really popular amongst, I don't know, TikTokers or whatever. But there's a lot of her vibe, which is more kind of sultry, grown R&B or whatever. And some of those pay dividends too. And we'll listen to one now. But with those smooth astral R&B joints like that, they could just as well have been ruined by a vocal. So there's a certain democracy to it. We're like, okay, it's like, it's our complaints about J. Cole on Planes. Ooh. I'll find the ones I like, and they have no chance of being ruined by a terrible performance by either a rapper or a singer.
Conversely, I'm just thinking about the sort of aspiring producer who put out a Janae Aiko type beat, and somebody's like, hey man, I heard your beat on this podcast run by these two 40-year-old white guys, and you're like, oh man, what?
The final destination.
We're basically a landfill for 19-year-old aspiring producers.
The word landfill, for better or for worse, there are treasures in a landfill. People have thrown away incredible stuff.
Well, and as we touched on in the last 10 years, a beat that was uploaded 7 years ago.
Beethoven in rap years, 18th century.
Well, I remember one time I was DJing and a girl came up and said, can you play some Drake? And I said, it's really not that type of night. We're really just kind of playing old school stuff. And she said, can you play some old school Drake?
What's up, bro?
So it's just like if you add the right adjective to it, you can get your desired result.
This next batch of stuff, I called it Shandar type beat for a while, but no one's going to understand that, but maybe two people. But then I started to call it Philip Glass type beat or Steve Reich type beat, where it's like this cyclical minimalist sound underneath the standard drums that we've been hearing across the rest of it. And it's got this really intoxicating effect when you add quad to Steve Reich or something like that. They're not sampling Steve Reich, but it's coming from the same kind of like repetitive minimalist zone.
Deep.
Young turns on the beats, bro.
Ninja Turtles.
That's some Rioter shit. Soft verdict type beat.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't have to call in a triangle player for that. He could just
punch it up.
Another
democratic part of this art making is that basically they all have the same library of sounds. They can fuck with them, but essentially there's like one toolbox. Like, take what you want out of there. Drums or fake Tangerine Dream sound, whatever it is. Like, so it's interesting to hear people like that take a kind of choppy, minimalist, cyclical approach to it rather than like a floaty, spaced out joint.
But similarly, one of the tracks you just played, I thought your phone went off. And I was like, oh, that's just in the track.
Weird
like,
tag, yeah.
Even things that would normally sound bad somehow fit.
There's a certain like paranoia and security to all this stuff too with this watermarking. They're like, I'm going to put so many tags on this that no one could possibly use it for public consumption.
It's just like 45 seconds of the Tasmanian Devil.
Just somebody starting a chainsaw for like 2 hours.
But then the rapper's like, yo, this is hard.
Yeah, keep the chainsaw. Keep the chainsaw. Stihl Tippin, Stihl, the chainsaw guy. Stihl Tippin. That's the name of my type beat mix.
God. Oh.
Truly burnt.
We still got it, Dante.
4 Nights in Vegas.
I guess we got to give a shout out to the server farms in Nebraska hosting all these tracks with 74 views.
Yeah, it's also really weird when you encounter one that's got an inordinate amount of views. The success stories in this, what we'll call phishing campaign, where you put your stuff out on a public available website, trying to attract certain types with these tags, type beat, gunna, whatever's popping at the time.
I think the fact that type beat is part of the nomenclature is an indication that this has been successful.
Well, it could be considered a genre into itself, and I think that's what we kind of been demonstrating today is that, yes, it's beats, in quotes, whatever that means in 2024, guys that are making percussion-based music.
It's funny because I'm sure there's some guys who are like 5 years older than these guys who are like, man, cats ain't melodic. Like, they just press a melodic button.
Exactly.
Makes everything melodic, man. We had to put stickers on the keys we wanted to play.
Type beat is saying that it's like another, which betrays all the hip-hop ethos of no biting. That's an interesting shift that's happened where, like, the anti-biting code of 1986, no longer on the books. There are no biters in the city anymore. No biters in the city. I fully don't expect anyone to pursue this too heavily as I did, like going down a YouTube hole where like you reach the end of YouTube. They're like, there is no more YouTube. You've looked at all of them. But if you have the time, the patience, probably about an ounce of weed, a big jar, and headphones. Headphones also very crucial to really fully exploring this stuff because sonically a lot of this shit is incredible. Like technology's just that way these days.
Or you can come to my booth, C2, at Cook's Flea Market in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, off Highway 52, and just buy these CDs from me. $5 each.
And I don't get anything from that.
Nope.
That's the democracy of type beat. That said, we'll end on this almost like Belgian post-punk synth type beat that is just too good. So it's been Dogpatch. I'm Dante Carfagna.
I'm John Kirby. Keep biting.